todos. Vamos a ir aquí a la frutería a hacer unas compras que ocupamos para la casa. Acompáñenos.
Rainy season is definitely here. We've been getting some flooding rain, but not too bad. Sometimes it's much worse, so we're grateful that we're getting rain and not too much here in Guanajuato. Since we've been coming into town a couple days a week delivering meat and for the kids' activities, I've been shopping only for a few days stretch at a time, so this is going to be one of those times. I need fruits and vegetables here from the fruiteria for about the next 4 or 5 days, and we're not really feeling like anything cold like salads, so I'm going to skip the cooler this time. I still have a few things at home like some potatoes, some chili poblanos, and some frozen vegetables like broccoli and peas. So I just need a few of our staples and then a bunch of fruit because we're really big fruit eaters here at home. I like this section here where they cut up the large pieces of fruit into smaller pieces, so I grabbed a quarter of a watermelon. And then I was lucky enough to find some yellow bananas. It's really hard to find yellow bananas here at the fruiteria. Usually we have to go to the smaller tiendas, so this is saving me a stop on the way home. Now I need to grab all the things for salsa, which is onions, garlic, tomato, and jalapenos and chilies. And with this red onion, I'm going to make pickled red onions, and that's really great on top of some tacos. As you can see, the tomatoes are not in season. We have a lot of yellow and green ones, but Pa's determined to find us a couple red ones. I'm going to pick up a couple cucumbers. One of them is going to be for an agua fresca, and the other one I'm going to slice up for some gringas. Gringas are a really easy and delicious meal that I make at home for dinner sometimes. It's just a white flour tortilla with some queso Oaxaca, Mexican cheese, and then some chorizo sausage. And they pair perfectly with sliced up cucumbers with lime drizzled on top. Yum! And I'm grabbing a whole bunch of mangoes because the whole family is on a mango kick right now. I just wanted to add in here how special I think Pa and I's shopping trips really are, just spending a lot of time together here in Mexico. Because when we lived in Minnesota, my husband worked very low-paying jobs, 7 days a week, and I barely got to spend any time with him. So here's to my best friend in the whole world. I love you, Pa. All the avocados are very ripe right now, so we're gonna get a couple just to put some slices on our sandwiches or tortas. And look at all these bins of dried chilies. Man, these are packed with flavor. I never used to cook with chilies before I met my husband, but after, I add them on all kinds of things, and I really love them in soups. Just throw them in a blender after they've softened and a little bit of water on the stove, and then blend it all up and throw it in any soup, and it's delicious. I should add, if you want to add them to a soup, also put some of the hot water in the blender with some garlic and some onion. And thank me later. Yum! Over here on this shelf, they have large quantity items that they separate into kilo bags so that we don't have to buy like 20 kilos of sugar or something. So today we're just going to buy about 5 pounds of sugar or 2 kilos. And here's the table with all of the rare fruits that are in season. This table constantly changes throughout the years. Right now, we have some peaches, grapes, plums, peanuts, and lychees. The little ones would be heartbroken if I didn't grab some grapes and some plums, so I'm definitely going to pick them up, some of those. We do have a plum tree in our yard, and it is full of plums, but they're not quite ripe yet, so pretty soon. Alright, it's time to check out. We pull up to this counter, and underneath the counter, there's all different kinds of spices and candies. There's also dried products like fruit and shrimp. And sometimes they'll even have like granola and coconut in here as well. But today we don't need anything out of the counter. We're just going to pay for our fruits and veggies after we come up with a total. And then we're going to head home to the kiddos.
Así también, me pone un cartoncito de huevo, por favor.
Groceries. Oh, sure, sure. You ready for your baby piglets to come?
Uh-huh.
Did we get enough sawdust?
Uh-huh.
Do you want to let everybody know what you use the sawdust for?
I use it for when I clean my pig pen and I spread this all over.
And for your piglets, what do you use it for?
I put it in the brooder so that the pigs don't get hurt and they can have a soft place to land.
Nice. How much is the sawdust, Pa?
30 pesos a bag. 30 pesos la bolsita.
We're back home and we spent a total of 430 pesos, which is about 30 US dollars. So there's our groceries. Let's see what we got. We got 30 eggs for 32 pesos, and we eat eggs almost every morning for breakfast. 2 large cucumbers for 20 pesos, which is about 1 US dollar. 3 Hass avocados for 23 pesos. A whole bunch of the green apples, and these were Manzana Verde Nacional Grande, 65 pesos. But 65 pesos is about 4 US dollars for all these apples. 3 large white onions and a red onion. This was 7 pesos, and the white onions were 17 pesos. A little bag of jalapenos, 7 pesos, so about 40 cents for all of these. 5 pounds of sugar, or 2 kilos, for about 3 US dollars. This giant can of hominy for 80 pesos, which is about $4.25. Lots of Roma tomatoes, 24 pesos, which is about $1.50. This giant bag of mangoes, one of our favorite fruits right now. The mangoes were 40 pesos, which is about $2.50. Chile guajillos and anchos for pozole. Pa just brought home a bunch of spine from one of the pigs that he just butchered this week, so we're gonna make a pozole with it. And those are the 2 chilies that I needed for that. So those were just a couple of dollars. Yes, $2 for both bags of chilies. And then I grabbed some repollo, some cabbage. About 1/3 of a cabbage head. Repollo is, it says 1 piece, so 15 pesos, which is about 75 cents. And then I picked up green grapes and plums. And these are plums from Mexico and grapes from Mexico. The ones from the United States are much more expensive. The plums are 40 pesos a kilo, so they were about 14 pesos. And then the uva verde nacional, the green grapes, were 35 pesos, so about $2 US for all these. No. Yes. A bunch of giant bananas. The platanos were 32 pesos, or about $2 US. And then 1/4 of a large watermelon. The sandia is going for $10.50 a kilo, which is, this piece was 18 pesos, so about $1. So here's all the groceries that I picked up. I'm gonna put all these groceries away. I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining our family out here in Guanajuato, Mexico. All of your views are very much appreciated. We hope you all have a blessed night. Adios.